brings you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Glendale. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready.
This game will start with a throw on first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
At the 33-yard line.
On the ready.
Second and inches.
Ready, go.
They'll run it, and here's the rookie from Michigan. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. Second and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
Let's go. Ready.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Cardinals lining up for a punt. McCaffrey gonna return it. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job. He's getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. Big-time play by McCaffrey to gain of 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The PAT up and good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Set. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Their own 29-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Red zone now. He'll drop. That is intercepted. He works free. Great side. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
The extra point is good. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
On the set.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now it's McKee. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, faking the give. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points. Give the ball back to your offense and see if they can...
Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, they might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Now, he'll air one out. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? You can't put that ball in a better spot. With timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Okay, ready?
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Ready? Ready, ready.
From the gun, here's McKee. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's an Arizona 1st down.
Go! Ready?
Now give on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Got it. Ready?
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. 2nd quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Back. Ready?
Out of the gun, McKee. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And, oh, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line.
for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown.
The kicker on the 4 minutes report.
And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. The man, that is Jordan Watkins. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. He'll take this in, back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Here's McKee. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, McKee. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Ready?
McKee. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down. So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
To throw on 2nd down is McKee. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing is McKee. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Mark Harris Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. A try here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. It is 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To throw. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. 17 yards. The gain there. 1st down, 49ers. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the 1st down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down. He
he's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take...
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16. Walter Newland in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, cut 19, cut 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. His kick is perfect. And the 49ers can extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now, first down throw for McKee. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's James. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Second and 11. He'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
the gun. He'll throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 18 yards on the connection. It's good for a Niners first down.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. So they're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's McKee now on that one, intercepted. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The second defensive touchdown he's scored in this game.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On first down, here's McKee. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's second
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. Out of the gun, McKee. That's going to be incomplete. Humphrey was very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Ready? Here we go.
From the gun, here's McKee. That's caught by Harrison right side. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
To try again, it's second and 10.
Ready?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Brings up
Third and long.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Now it's McKee. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. This a 57-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Cardinals are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10. The Niners take over first and 10. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Second and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on third down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a third down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A 2-yard gain.
The 49ers out to punt this one. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards on this return. A pass to the 15-yard line.
Ready? Go.
Back to throw is McKee. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Cardinals. big touchdown gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
36 yards. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
First down.
That one good for 26 yards.
39-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gotten super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On the move left. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 6.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Try to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. That one, holding. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second down, they need 7. Now a give up the middle. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Nice.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he will score! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point is up and through. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Okay, they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs. The zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air again, McKee. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's James. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here we go. One final play. Going up top. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot